Welcome back, everyone, to the Drink and Drum podcast, the podcast with all the vibes. I am one of three hosts. My name is Timon Nicholas, aka Mr. Terrible.
Signing in, Jaron Tomlinson, the young sheller, aka Pineapple Badman in the building. Wagwan.
And it's your boy, Everon Williams, aka Big Easy. You don't know Wagwan.
This is the unapologetic podcast with really good intentions. The socials, them located at the bottom of this podcast right there. So make sure you hit us up and tell us what going on.
The one supermarket that I had down here that I could say I can go and
Miss Welch?
no, XPZ.
The one that get burned down. I never seen it. When I left, it was built. No, serious. I left in 2017.
2017 he will.
Yeah.
I was gone.
Because me and you park up there wait for somebody on time.
Not me. The only thing I knew that was over there was a place that sell glass, like windows or chandeliers or something. But
Yeah, windows.
he never opened up no sudden over there yet.
Remember I park. Okay, maybe.
You can't remember if you are. Remember no. I wasn't there.
Yo, I can have nice things.
Bro, which is interesting because I was talking to my friend from Barbuda, the lamb dog, and my brother-in-law about this. I heard, and this might just be a rumor, so may spread like a gossip at the school, that Barbudans can finally sell land, but that's not the case. They can lease land, right? And somebody bought up all the land around Barbuda, which is giving like a, they call it a view of the sea, and now they're selling it. Which sounds impossible since Barbadians can't sell land on a lease, but they're selling it to other countries, right? And the person who's doing most of the selling is Gaston's wife, but she's not Barbudan.
So she there for my land.
And how she selling when Barbadians can only lease?
They have one man from the team, Trevor Walker. He on the payroll.
Just watch, man. Barbie, they actually their independence from Antigua, and then China step in since they don't have an embassy in Antigua.
You think it can happen?
Hey, once China does decide they're gonna put their foot down in the Barbuda next, it can happen. What they gonna do? Beef China?
If Barbuda go independent, that means and then go at odds.
Are they safe? Because they just need one backing from somebody, and that's
Because
it.
but remember, then they don't have no port or nothing.
Not yet.
But they can't have it.
Why?
The port can't, no infrastructure there for
I
port.
get you. What is the possibility? Because all these people now trying to buy land from Barbuda because that's like prime land. They can use it for real estate, for tourism. They have a ton of land they can use. Ton of people can invest. Like, remember when De Niro came to do business in Barbuda and they're like, you can't sell to these people, he left.
Yeah.
He coming back. See, this man had to spend a couple million to build out, to dredge out a port. You think he willing?
The thing is, Timon,
Yeah.
at least 100 feet on the ground, you have to put posts.
So because Barbuda do that, you can't dig no.
He can dig. Yes, he can dig. But the amount of money that you have to spend, if he can take them, maybe in a meeting on time with them, right? They mean what 2-point-something billion for make a bridge from Barbuda to Antigua.
That wouldn't make no sense. I live in the tropics, hurricane season. Go fuck that bridge up.
No, it kind of makes sense, no, because you eliminate all the ferries and all them somebody.
You know how long that bridge have to be, dog? If you can find me a bridge as long as it is from Antigua to Barbuda, I'll shut up.
The Golden Gate Bridge longer.
You lie.
A half of the Golden Gate Bridge.
Alright, I know what I can do when I go to America.
But real stats, a big meeting in this because fun all them projects also like my old man, I like one of the big man and them say in the piece. But
Naz, you hear Khalid over there chomp on something right now.
so like he ate chips.
See Khalid?
The boy, I think my first mute
You
dog.
know,
When I
press
read that guy
nothing.
again.
And when we're not done, I have to go in here and edit out that, you know. I have to go shit, go down to Khalid one, cut out daddy.
The more I talk, the more louder the bash.
No, boy, it's true, yeah. Like if you disturb the man. All the man have to do now, last time you real quick, chew, drink some water, and then come back. No, conversation not gonna wait.
Yeah, but a ton of big things I try for happening in Antigua. But
I hear a ton of money company plane that bring the Africans. I know about that.
Nigerian money.
Listen,
Dog,
money and
I
money,
mean
no.
US.
US that me here.
Ah,
Listen,
US.
listen. Isn't that human trafficking in a way?
Yeah.
So who going to prison?
That's
100%.
Alright, I just wanna know.
right now he's being investigated by the US.
Yeah, but I heard since he have like diplomatic immunity because he's like the president, his passport can take him places, and he have land in the States. So he don't fuck up Antigua. He and his family have so much money they can just dip. I hope they really hold him
No, but
accountable.
if then dip, right? This is the thing. If then left Antigua, straight to jail.
Yeah, just he, not the family. Then they get to
Yes, the
walk
whole
for a
family.
million.
Because down to his son also get investigated right now for money laundering and so.
Yeah, I remember he had free name Gaston Brown too.
Yeah.
You watch too much of Power Boy.
And what you call it? Any investment that Gaston make, he put him on his son name.
That's crazy. That's fraud right there.
Remember, he may make a statement some time ago, but I don't think you study politics now.
And I think Gaston Brown smart. When he done, his son younger than he, so his son can turn up in a jail longer.
No, he not smart because he sell out the land to other countries. No country is supposed to sell out their land to other neighboring countries. No, they're supposed to always lease, so they can always take back their land.
Say, anything good on his son, then they look for him first.
Yeah, but you don't understand how the man don't mess up the infrastructure that the country itself.
Yeah.
If people not squat for take land over generations, like if you think about it, you hear people in Antigua 100 plus acres of land. How? Because they squatted over the years, over the generations, right?
They need to go squat soon.
But I'm thinking, but they move it from 12 years to 20 years.
I don't care.
I bet. Just tell me where you go, see.
We look for SWAT soon.
But if
You
they
want to
keep,
go for half hungry.
see that you get in the trouble. Cause then they look over the ocean and people want to land, so there's no way to go.
Big dogs up.
Try go in the middle of the island or something, find land there.
Yeah, I'll go one at the end of them.
You go map plan. Yeah, no damn. Nobody look
Nobody
in
want no land behind it.
That's why you can go take up acres. Yeah. And take a different boy.
Anytime you see if he lose this election, he would go straight to jail. They get extradited.
Believe if Gaston me in a power when Stanford they do it thing in Antigua, if Stanford would ever go to jail.
Nope.
Yeah, because that means more room for gas to make more money.
Gaston with it. And he said, yo, the man say all this, no, the man say he would never ever make Stanford go jail if he in a power that time.
So while Steve used Stanford as a scapegoat while he still, make moves?
Of course.
That makes sense.
Of course. Remember when Stanford was in power, no, all on security, a house, security, a house.
Dog. Yo, Antigua the rich. The country Antigua the rich.
Boy, speaking of rich, them Jamaican scammers rich. They must do so much good business that the government itself wants to stop use credit cards and go back to just money.
Money.
I'm like, yo, teach me how to scam that. What school must go?
You know, but that's the one train that more to go on.
Check. They could have police did it though. I'm saying, listen, I'm gonna scam me, I'm just learn.
Y'all heard about the guy that made 200,000 a day?
Do you know?
They have an online gambling house, you would say.
Yeah, gambling is good money. I was thought about the Antigua, but you have to pay for a gambling license.
Them man come down here, them pay 100,000 for the license. That's over 20 years, and they make $200,000 a day from since 2016, September 2016 to now.
That's a good money for real, for real.
Great money. Great money. Man say
$200,000 a day, dog. Why
man
they a
say
meal a week
Antigua,
no? A meal plus no.
Antigua had the more shittiest laws in the world.
You see, but that's the thing now. Nobody paying attention to all them laws and regulations in Antigua. It's just a popularity contest, really. So, like, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna get into politics and all the diplomacy and shit like that. But like, if the people them actually knew what was going on, I don't think they would have more of a say, because like the people do have the power. So, if we just only knew what was going on and what was in place, we could like change all that shit now. It's because nobody fucking know and nobody really cared to know. My computer disconnect and then refuse to connect back to my hotspot.
I don't want the explanation now. We're over here talking about psychedelic drugs now.
Sorry.
You come in late.
Look, what? I'm not supposed to explain myself? And
No,
apologize?
No. Because it's going to be the same excuse over and over. So I don't know the truth no more.
Oh, so you just thought I was lying?
Definitely in the two.
You see the proof? If you happen at third time, I know you're like, so I just wait patiently.
So you think when in a heat of conversation, I'm gonna just disconnect from you because we don't want to hear my words?
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah, but you see, there's something that me saying that the man say he go skydiving with his friend. And his friend will come, they told them to come down out to the man tell he pull his parachute after 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And because the friend stammer.
10 seconds longer.
Yo, me nearly dead, dog. Yo, you can imagine he done the one.
Me tap come one, see somebody put friendly parachute, no. That's it. So me toop, say yeah, for my turn. Yes, psychedelics.
Yeah, me they tell you, boy. My workplace, the one that look like the one out of Mario Kart. I already talk about the magic mushrooms that I get.
Where you work again?
Me?
Where you work?
Me work in a wholesale place named Mr. Green.
The
name says it all.
They're like a public works boy. A man will give weed and beer.
Wow, me tell you, every time I'm proud to come, I'm like, you ever vape? I'm like, no. Alright, try this.
So you go take drugs that people hand to you?
Tell you, boy.
Take one off. You listen me, you know?
Hey, man brand new when you did the States, boy.
The man.
We're modest in to take things from strangers. You eat food for them too. You just go in and just take bowl of food for people. You know, their kitchen look.
Well, there are a restaurant next door to us that then go by maybe every Friday.
The restaurant dog?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm supposed to catch on bus. I'm see on bus just move and come in, over and over. I mean, you know. Oh well.
Yeah, I'm not the woman. It depends on bus.
So, yeah, I'm gonna get the magic mushroom and to them they like, I put them inside my table, my jar. I'm gonna put them inside the table. Put it inside the jar. And I said, boy, it's been a while since I had one of these, boy. So I just say, pop. Right now, I don't know what's happening.
Oh, wait, you're waiting for him to kick in?
No, you don't. You kick now. You say you just kick long time since my home.
Yeah. And the bulls be staying in the system now. You might wake up tomorrow until high.
Boy.
As well as, I think Tony and Nicole, Evian and Rhoda, we were downtown. I think we went to a comedy bar and then went to get some food. So they had some mushrooms on them. So I see them man digging it, right? So I'm like, alright, bet. I guess I'm gonna have some mushrooms downtown, right? So I said, let me watch them first to see how we kick in before I come jump on the bandwagon. Like if, my parents didn't raise me right. So I'm watching them and them man's like, these are mushrooms, then I kick in yet. And I was like, where you get these from? They're like, oh yeah, we bought them from Norm. This guy who he's a comedian and he's a part of this podcast called Extra Gravy, right? Funny podcast.
Boy, come on, those rat out and drug dealer.
Not drug dealer, it's all that shit legal in Canada.
Oh, what? Interesting.
Look, I'm not a rat dog. You see the boy come for me in the hey. First me say my internet, the boy say my lie. Them all just to lie facts, the boy say me a rat out. How much you go ask me questions and build up the information before you start accuse me, sir? Anyways,
Right now, I'm a sweat no fuck.
So, so no, them eat no, and they had like a bag full of mushrooms, right? So she take out one first, he take out one, and then see they go back in for two, then they go back in for a couple more, then down the bag, and now you walk down the road now. So the phone me head visit, this is not getting well. So I watching them now, and how we, I do sheesh and everything, and now we chill, now we eat or whatnot, and nothing happened. I'm like, it's always money. So I was gonna buy my mushrooms also from Norm, since they already know the guy. I know of him, right? Because he was advertising them on his Instagram and everything. So I'm like, bet. But now that I see the product in action, I ain't gonna waste my time with that. So I'm trying to figure out like, where am I gonna get my hands on like decent mushroom? Because I also want to get my hands on Molly.
Oh fuck.
I'm gonna fuck with that. I'm gonna try cocaine when I'm 70, but just cool.
No.
Anytime my doctor says, sir, you're on your dying bed, you need to take it easy. I'm saying, bring the cocaine. I would like to go out with a bang. There's no way I'm dying and my heart start racing super fast and it's not gonna feel good.
This thing is like, you see, okay, if I take a trip, more to go on something. One night, if I know like I surround myself with hiding, what about drug that me no boy, yeah, shit get fucked up.
Yeah. And I'm worried about nobody do no fuckery because it's somebody can,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I'm gonna Khalid for say, boy, yeah, you won't know, boy.
Tim, I'm gonna come and say, yo, yeah, alright.
Well, we're gonna have to check you, but we're not gonna make you do nothing stupid. But I'm gonna make you be free, express yourself.
The boy to go out, right? Me and stand up and me stand up underneath on little roof. So before boy, I tell and joke, I'm a bust out laughing, right? And one man and the woman pass. So the people then turn up and just stay for me like, you know what I mean? So me over and say, oh shit, the laugh done, things just get serious. They can't see my headphones, so know that I'm on the phone. So, you know what I mean? So it just be an awkward moment.
In awkward, you're supposed to say, what happened?
That's just supposed to say, what the fuck?
Why?
Probably.
Then go on in a store, yeah? We'll just wait for them to come out and then you get awkward again.
Go in your car, police. This is a strange man.
When they come out, laugh again.
This is a strange man being suspicious outside.
I hope you have a gun because you drive this dark ass car. I'm going to move across here, boy.
He's wearing red. I think he's in a gang. He's black.
Right?
Big black guy outside.
He's behaving hysterical.
He's on something.
But yo, you know, I never know, they have security that drive around at night. Like, Walmart and so then we have security that just circle around. Oh, look like me can bang you, boy. You walk bend up. Someone he put on the lock of them damage.
Wow. So but
I can't get it.
So but that's how the man put people that, leg locks for all his life. He put them to deform that way.
Oh, fuck.
The perfect leg lock legs. That's what they call it,
Leg lock.
But we jump the conversation.
Where you were talking about like mushrooms and safeness of it and environment.
Me totally blank out. When I hear the end of the story that you did tell. Anything happened to them?
Oh no. Then I end up leaving because then Jan, everyone was just like, yo, let's talk about a podcast. And I was like, fucking downtown, but whatever. And then I came home, right? I ain't know them man's cancel. Me put up, but I'm paying Uber 60 something dollars to get home now. Some say, alright, let me meet one time, boy. And that man said, yeah, boy, I'm tired. I'm gonna say, them motherfuckers.
Hi.
Take me out for my dinner, for my night actually. Tell me, come home and start record this sudden, because then if they go free Saturday or next week. So I said, bet. And then I just waste my time. So now me home, them they sleep. I'm just like, could they do drugs though?
I'm sorry for a fat white man sometimes.
You get sorry for them?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
you just wait for them black dude for us get in for that one.
so the boy put your high horse.
Why doing for my high horse? How are you, Rasta?
So what the man got things? You just look for the man and say, yeah, I'm gonna take you, man, boy.
Dog, you supposed to walk faster than that woman when I walk.
What?
You
Why?
walk faster than he and the man like he behind a catch his breath.
No. What make you supposed to walk faster than she?
Because, walk.
Yeah, I don't walk fast. I'll just move.
Walk.
Who rushed me?
This man move like a turtle and a cat until a gas over it.
What does, if you ever see me walk, right, you swear I'm not nothing for do. Me the run for buses or not, never.
Man, the man out to say.
Maybe. Or she did pissy off the whole day. And the boy just tired, like he mentally exhausted, not physically, just mentally.
Maybe he has some fat man magic.
Maybe.
Nevertheless, man, some of them must feel sorry for that. You just take one decent black man to play a game, and that's it. Game over.
I feel you.
But then again, I say, boy, I can't just put on fat whites alone. I be even a fat black man, but I say a white man, not a black man get in. No sorry.
You know, it's very interesting too. Outside in Khalid is you know. It's like people from the Caribbean, they always be getting through because of like the way how they behave in terms of their attitude, because it's so different than what they're accustomed to. They gravitate to the difference because like you're unknown to them. Like, what does this person think? What are you doing? That was a vibe. That's different. Nobody says that or think that, so they get real intrigued.
Like telling them move them or the Scott.
You check and they're like, "Oh, that sounds spicy." What I mean? Like you said it, I just felt chills.
Like, the other day, I explained to Princess that how our curse in Antigua. So, then she like, what words are we to say? I said, I just easily say expletives like a fucker so easy, you know. I would more likely tell you move your thinking rash. Well. Yeah, so she like, what? I said, move your thinking rash.
Hey, girl, me people can cussy.
Cut me over. And then I use no bad word though.
And then
That's it.
Hey.
When then you have to feel bad about yourself, boy. I have to change it up.
I will go change the name everything.
The next song that I see, they always just talk about somebody think. Me and I'll get up, me and I'll have the same mentality, you know. Every time I call somebody, I have to tell them about them thinking this, thinking that.
check what you think you mode.
Yo, I'm not lying. It's very easy. A Caribbean person can go up in their mother and you know, okay. You will start land draft up in the foot too. Yo.
And it's very interesting, because you take certain disrespect from certain people, because you're like, you know, that's serious. Yeah, but then other people say, you're like, you don't know me. Don't be fucking like that.
Yeah, we had the same argument one day. The man me they say, boy, I own your partner and then can say something about your mother Scott now. Like somebody else come and say about your mother Scott.
So because imagine two man see two youth man talk, right? And they say, yo, they're so angry, they curse at each other. And the man's gonna get some food later, you know. And then this man say something and they start cussing and he start cussing back and he says something for them, the mother Scott, problem.
No problem.
And I'm here to my Lego and Caribbean slang dog. And she just can't understand dog. Cause when I tell you she about she mother Scott now. You know what I mean? So she like, what's that? I say, I have to slow down and like, mother's cunt. But I say, you don't say mother. You say move your mother's cunt.
Bro, I remember I was trying to tell some people in college too, like, the Antiguans do it differently because like we speed up the word and then we cut it down. So it's like a sped up shorthand, and I'm just like, I didn't even know how to really explain. So I tried, and some they kind of got it, but not really, because like when they try to repeat it, it just sound off. And I'm like, I know y'all didn't hear me say none of those pictures like that.
The other day, the man they work. Sometimes I just want to come in and fetch him out, like that. Man can ask me, what language do we speak? I say English. He say, just English alone? I say yes. You know, later down in the day, the man come to me and I talk about, you talk Arabic. He say, do you guys speak Arabic in Antigua?
Isn't the second language Spanish?
No.
You sure?
No.
Dialect.
No, that's like English and then broken English or Patois or whatever, but that's like the native tongue. But like, if you're talking about like when we got colonized by England, we learned English, and then it wasn't Spanish because the French, maybe it was the French. No, Haiti was French.
French, and then the Spanish.
Yo, me sit down next to this old man car, right? And I just put the cat down underneath the tree. You know, the old man come to look for me and say, that cat didn't hit my car, didn't it? I'm like, no. He said, what? I said, no. I didn't hear me over here.
No.
I think you need to go home.
Yeah,
something
yeah.
that happened.
She just buy she decide that yo, me want to see she go call police for me there. Cause me not show this woman
Okay, if you see, you're making bad decisions under the influence of this drug
Yeah.
here. When I move that, why I should move?
because police no love ask
Hey,
questions when they reach.
Rosa Park, go home.
You man understand what you fight for?
Yeah, move boy. We sit down and
Alright.
relax.
Imagine, oh, you
Man,
had a
man,
nice
I actually get
conversation. All he hears, put your hands up, nigger. And then Khalid say, hey, I had to talk to you like that now. And the man was like, he got a weapon.
And then, no. I'm waiting on someone, so I just decided to just come out and see. Yeah.
Well, tell she about she want
She
start,
want you
man.
to pass.
Fucking like, man, think it's time. Fuck. Where'd you drive? On Prius? What kind of car she drive?
I could tell.
On what?
Equinox.
What is the Equinox?
A car that nobody know.
She asked me something wrong with you. What else you know?
Were you looking at her car?
You should have told she yeah.
Yeah, this car is shitty. That's what wrong.
That's what right.
I ain't say nothing. They try get back my headphones on.
Let's have about this profound conversation right now. So when you talk about deep space and the cosmos, you don't think that there's everything and nothing? Like the void of space is where God is God's domain, basically, right? So
Hello?
all we see is darkness, the void, the nothingness. But within that nothingness is literally everything.
Hello?
Are we listening, Khalid? We're just having a deep conversation.
Look where I think I just act like I hear me and can't talk. Let me think something wrong with my headphone.
No, that I should have done that.
Come on.
Mhm.
You believe it's just us in the universe.
I don't think so. I don't think God that bad minded for make her go crazy like this. And it would be very wild of us to think that we're the only one. It's like we vain or conceited, like we're the best at probability and
But
life has to offer.
what is that? Because I only discovered 20% of the universe and the Earth.
Yeah, we even discover all the creatures on Earth itself. So to put our eyes set on the infinite expanse of space and say that we're the only one.
Just last week we found a new insect.
See? Bro, that's not even the thing now. When people go into the Amazon forest to go look for animals and plants for medicine, they find new creatures and stuff, bugs, insects, like bacteria and so in the Amazon, and they're not even that deep in, not even an hour deep in, and they're finding new shit. And let's not talk about the ocean. They don't know what the hell is down there. The only time they get to see what happening down there sometimes, if the robot go down there and see some shit or earthquake coming and those stuff below come up. But we don't know.
Something like floating.
So in space, I feel like people are quick to believe in parallel universe and dimensions, but not that other creatures out there. Which makes it no sense because you say they're parallel universe where we exist everywhere in all dimensions, but nothing else. So we can more likely run into ourselves if we cross dimensions. I'm like, but we can't run into another alien. No, it's crazy how they talk about like light and stars and distance and time, because they're like every star that we see in the sky, the majority of them are already dead. The light taking so long to come to us. And I'm just like, if stars are forming and destroying, and it took us, let's say, out of 1 billion point of that percent to even exist because the conditions were right. That's supposed to be happening billions and trillions of time somewhere out there. Evolution just keep happening. Destroyed. Yeah, it's supposed to happen. So we're not alone. We can't be.
Well, they want us to believe that we're not alone.
Like, okay, think about it like this now. If there's an ant's nest in Africa and then there's an ant's nest in Russia, let's cross the water, in America, right? You think those ants know the two of them exist and they're in the same domain, which is planet Earth? They're like, oh, we're the only ants in existence.
Not really. Me just think, you see like insects, animals and so. Me believe that they can talk, no. I believe that each animal can talk. Because I have a dog, and my dog will give me attitude. Straight up attitude. Me call she, and she will come. She will just look at me like, fuck your tongue.
Yeah, I feel so. Like, I feel like every animal, every creature have like their language of communication. Because like you see some dogs and cats talk and play with each other, like they clearly understand each other. It's not just behavior. So it's like animals probably understand other animals through, I don't know, maybe pheromones, smells, tone, some shit. But we just can't. Like dolphins, they're super smart. and they talk within high pitch like frequencies.
Frequencies.
They can understand human, dialogue, but we can't cross that barrier. Why?
We're just dumb.
Right? So because we can't understand them, that means they don't have no consciousness. They don't deserve to be like treated a type of way. You know what I mean? We just have like a superior complex as human beings. I think, man. I think so.
That's from the white man.
Bro.
That's from the white man.
There was a conversation I was hearing earlier this week where this guy was talking. I think it was Andrew Schultz was talking to like Charlemagne, and he was like, "Why do African Americans want to be called African Americans? Because not all Americans they come from Africa." And then Charlemagne was like arguing like, "No, but we all descended from Africa." He's like, "Okay, but ain't we all descendants from Africans, even the white ones?" But like white people are just called Americans, and then you have African American, Mexican American, Indian American, Asian American, or some shit. So it's always something to something.
Yeah.
But I wonder why they do that. Because like even if you're from the Caribbean, they say, I'm come to the States. And like I think they put like more layers on it, and they just say you're Caribbean American or some shit. It's like African.
No, island.
Whatever. I feel like at this point in time, we all know we far from Africa. Whatever. Why?
Are we closer?
Yeah, but why we have to worry about race now? Because at this point, we all intertwine and mix up together. Like, everybody mix with something. And if you're not mixed, shout out to your parents for keeping it like 100% white or black or whatever.
Man, you want to see a black Chinese man?
Oh, you never seen him?
You never seen a black Chinese man?
Yeah.
Man, get outside. Me wonder. Yeah, but like all of us know we born like why we don't just stick to nationality? Like, oh, I'm from America, so I'm American.
It all pans down to the those what you call it, the redneck. You see them, they just want to say, boy, at them they are the top race.
Which is wild.
When you have about 1,000 or something race out there, because you have Indians mixed with black, you have black mixed with Latinos, you have whites mixing with blacks, all kind of shit.
It too blended now. Like it just should be just human race and nationality that we care about.
Right now, you just call everybody mongrel.
It's crazy now because this shit, that's the only people who really care about that kind of stuff is in America. Like if you go to the Caribbean, everybody that come from the States is American. They're not saying African American, they're just American.
Yeah, American. Yeah.
So I'm just like, why is America staying true to this racist like ideology in a sense? Because it's like if they're trying to uphold, I don't want to say diversity,
race.
That's not the word.
Like they want to be the top race. Like,
is that again superiority? They just want to segregate everything. Like I am not y'all, I'm better than y'all. This is the distinction. Like you're all of that and I'm this.
And we don't live better than them. They update.
Yeah, that's why I'm moving to the States so I could be like them. You are racist now.
You see?
You want to live good?
Racist and rich.
You see?
Fuck. Sorry, but okay. Sorry about that.
I saw you re-enter a car. Why the disrespect? Hey.
Boss, what am I do? Honestly, tell me, what am I do? Let's talk about it. No, let's talk about it.
Yo.
Let's clear the air.
We are talking. Let's have the podcast.
Yo. We go propose to a girl, right?
You're thinking about it or you're going to?
Yeah, me think about it.
Okay.
What you say, you
Thinking about wifing somebody up.
Okay, that's good.
Sounds serious, boy.
Welcome to the clan.
Khalid keyboard.
Yeah.
Is it welcome who you want to propose to?
Me not propose to nobody.
Also, you can't welcome to the clan.
Got me done wife up.
Yeah, that's something else.
Who my first marriage done now.
Khalid, for this.
Now you've had this conversation.
Me always in a relationship, no. Me never single, no.
Exactly. That's the thing. That's the thing.
Never.
You're divorced so many times. Now, them one that you get now in the real.
Wow,
No,
you know how to
yeah,
take
right.
that. You know how to take that.
Single boy.
I say, you disrespect your partner, dog. Jeez. If I was you, right, you wouldn't take that, no?
Single. Wait until we go up the road. Wait until body check it tomorrow. Body can cut the yard. You tell body up and say you want to get married.
Well.
You tell body you want to get married and the girl in our church, girl.
Wow.
Your body.
Body don't tell me to come back and see you. I can't lock down myself.
Yeah, boy. I plan to go to the States now.
Hey, look.
Before I come back to Antigua, spend 3 years. How you do, Naz?
You
No
know,
more come Canada.
you're too young.
Khalid, make I go Canada, don't know.
Nah, you know what? Come kinda. That shit cool.
But me, I love the coolness, dog.
I'll go by Timon. I'll sleep over by Timon.
Oh, I go to me live by myself.
He not for no. He not for no.
I spend some time in the States before I go back to Antigua, man. So I can tell people I had a life, you know. I actually traveled. I lived places.
Cross the water.
I need some help. I need some J-level wireless headphones.
Nah, but still, proposal.
Mhm.
That sounds serious, boy.
Yeah, boy. Right now, I'm tired of this, you know?
Forget.
The out there lifestyle.
But they talk to a girl the other day now, you know. But they tell she like, you know, just like get the vibe. You just want, you know, all of this. You just want to chill, settle down, just build. And she's like, nah, she didn't feel that.
You know?
I'm like, you just not, you just not for everybody. It's not for everybody. But okay, ooh. You see, I feel like it's such a big step of commitment to propose because like you don't have. I don't want to say it's mandatory to have a certain time frame, but like nobody wants a long ass engagement or like what are the plans for that?
So it's about on 2 years. 2 years. 2 years engagement.
And then what? You plan a nice like an intimate wedding or a big wedding?
A nice little intimate wedding. 20 persons max, 25. Not too big. Nice beach setting.
And in the house situation, you don't sort that out.
Me live by myself now. Old lady running left me.
Psycho boy. I wish we could run and left people.
Yeah, boy.
Sometimes you know, I wish I could just get up and just do some shit, but it depends on people too much.
Nah, boy. By the time as me reach out, more come back in.
Yeah.
Life's too hard.
The doubt you wear out
Yo,
quick. Soon as
you
you get
know
your
what I
little
mean?
piece, you're like, alright, I'm over this.
Yo, me so excited, man. My old lady tell me, boy, yeah, she now come back. And so on, right? And we like, yeah, boy, me get her sex as much as girl me want. And then here, can do whatever we want right now, boy. When here he comes down to it.
Tap over a couple of days.
Boy, when here he come to, you have to pay electrical bill, you have to pay water bill, you have to pay internet bill, you have to buy food.
And the food, no.
And the food, boy.
And all the bills after. Because then you're like, wait, where you get money for even save?
You know, here, right now, me just have to live paycheck to paycheck.
Bro.
Just go cool.
I'm going to tell people so no. And they're like, but something. I'm like, you know matter how much money I make? No. A paycheck to paycheck, me live no. Because them bills crazy.
And when
It's like,
you have to pay, you pay like, your phone bill and them.
people like if when you...
So me don't put on a phone plan.
Nah, people think like when you get a raise and so on, that the money just go save. No, you just can now take care of other things.
Yeah, that's true. Like next month, well, next week, we get $2 raise. And they say, boy, yeah, boy, that they just make me for have $100 over rent. Well, let me tell you, more money you get, more things pop up to do.
Yeah.
And when you're not working, I don't know, you're not kids in the world. You know, if me they save more than $20 from school with the rich.
You
Man,
can.
man, look at it like that, man.
School
But yeah.
is gone. How long you done school?
Me?
How long you done?
3 years now, Khalid.
Huh? How much years?
About 8 years now I already done school.
Around 6 years me done.
Can't be 6.
You carry 6, you go college.
2017 me done school. Tell you, boy.
2017 you done.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 years, the same as me.
Yeah, 4 for me.
What? Oh yeah, true. You go university.
So the boy ready for some lie? Boy, they gonna ring me only go and check for my mother now.
You get to.
So what I could do? I could top up there and live. I could come back after that.
But yeah, no, I plan to come back to Antigua, man. The land I'm working for, right? I'm paying down for. I supposed to done pay for it this year. That's just by Vaughan area.
Vaughan.
No, by Parham. Vernance.
Oh.
Vernance. So between the track stadium, Vernance, you go back from Factory Road, they go back to the back of Parham Road. So that whole land go back. There's some pieces of land settled there, private land.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got
yeah.
I
Let's
got
all go.
7,000 square foot of land.
That's good.
Mhm. And then I hear this guy named D'Angelo selling some land for $5 a square foot in All Saints area. Not All Saints area. Um,
Mhm.
the same place they say nobody want behind the dam.
What?
Yeah. So I'm thinking about getting some over there. I don't know how much he's selling a plot of land for, but depending on how much it is, I'm gonna try to get that. But I really just want to get the piece of land somewhere up east, close to Factory Road between Piers and Wilkies,
Yeah.
or Ganvilles, Piers and Ganvilles. So if I can get something between there, I'll definitely buy that and then build on that. But the only reason I came to Canada now is so I can make money, so I can purchase a house and land, right? So I can start somewhere. But when I went up and started working, bills and them say, hey, we don't invest in other people but yourself. And then when I tried to get land that Antigua was selling, the government found it so hard to give me information of what to do. And I heard a few people who actually got through, they had to pay extra money because the government said in a fee for you for they make foreign money and I buy up shit when people. So then they charge them heavy. So I was like, I don't even fucking want that. So it's just tough. So it's easier to do work with private people than the government right now. And the government to try to buy up private land because they don't have no more land for sale. So it's just tough.
Money.
So I just trying to get some. So I thinking my next thing is I'll try to move to the States. I'm gonna tell Khalid, listen, when the time for me to move over, let's say I'll get some place, get two other people, live in an apartment for 3 years, or a house apartment type thing. Cut down on the rent, so the only thing I have to worry about is food. The rest of the bills I can take care of, and I save crazy. Some say 3 years can't be that bad, man. You can save a ton of money in 3 years. You just need to get time for breed, and black people love to do that.
Save as much, spend as much.
And everybody still survive.
Live over your budget.
They look into them now. I realize a ton of people have business, and I'm like, it's just I don't get it, but I see it working for people, because like over here, if you have a business, they don't tax you the same time as they tax regular folks. So regular folks, they get the tax pull out every time they spend their money. Paycheck, tax out. Buy groceries, tax out. At the end of the day, you have to do some stuff so they can take out more tax. For business, they don't touch your money. And then after you spend the money is when they tax it. So whatever remain, that's what get taxed. Which sound fucking unfair, right?
Yeah, at the same time, yeah. Because of business.
So ton of people start their own business and put all their money into the business and then spend it however they want. And then when they spend a certain amount, they'll get back from the government since it's a business and not personal.
Not personal, yeah.
So I'm just like, you just have to know, dog.
Your yearly fine, yearly business taxes, and that's not good. You pay like what, $450 for your business every year. And you just put all in your business account.
Yep. So that's what my whole thing is. If I can definitely get like a land, actually, if I can get a house, I will start renting it out immediately for low, so I can get something coming in. And then once I know that is coming in, I can always put a bank account where I just collect the money over time while I work over here. When I come back, I have something I can try, build another thing, and that's what I'm aiming for. Just no matter what it is, once I have a roof, I can move into it if I need to, or I can rent it out if I need to. But I just need it one thing, cause I'm not in Antigua right now, so I'm not gonna need it until I get there. So if I can figure it out before I get back, that'll be gold.
Right now, right now, people that are able to look places for
I don't want fucking rent. Can't live life like that, because if they decide like every year they cut it up by like 1%, before you know it, you're gonna pay like ton of money. America, fuck yeah.
You see the film?
Boss, bad boss. So tell them wake up and sing them now. You must feel like for just get some beers and start drinking. America, fuck yeah. Wait till we go American party. Everybody's like, oh yo, what song should we sing? I'm gonna say, look, I got the perfect song. You have to catch them when they're rowdy too.
What the fuck? What is that? Yeah.
Squirrels? Rats?
Fucking. What do you call them? Jack Spaniard.
Jack Spaniard with a spider.
Wasp.
Okay.
Wasp. Yo, the woman was over there say, boy, he have a crazy past something, boy. Can you imagine
Still
me
out there?
out here? She kill ya. Yeah, like why I'm just fan me and watch. And I'm sure she was in there like, yo, suppose he hurt me. Boy, you don't happen to me, see?
Yeah, boy, you used to cox. The universe will send you something, boy.
Tell you, happen to me. Security start driving around. All the time me, I know, we they drive around, boy. Team money
Mm.
up for me. Pray for me.
Look, nobody tell top then if me out before you fall, you gotta live long time.
So what you say about the fish? The fish 90 is good.
It came out too salty. But I could eat it because I had a lot more other things. So the salt, yeah.
So I mean, tell you, you can't season it too heavy.
Yeah, I treat like chicken.
Yeah, you can't do that. Because the truth say, if you be the other fish, when you go into the aisle, you would help.
Bun with some of this, yeah.
Yeah. Truth say, fillet, and you done put up on the meat. And just soak in and just, yeah. But every time I say I really could start, boy, look where my run for the chicken that Kool-Aid in yeah, boy. Oh, you joking, boy.
I said, nobody touch the chicken, man. Get it far away.
Boy, I'll go carry the night, my dog. And when I reach home, Kool-Aid and I say, boy, I have some extra chicken here, and why you do? You know what I mean? For the chicken, yeah. I want to do it, but everybody nice, because you know, who nine day born and so, you know, everybody nice and just say cool. Everybody everyone go take some fetching fried jummets now. I want to do it, boy. Tell me come, everybody then tell me come and say, boy, cool, they do some fetching jummets, they put carriers, right? Them they all right. Yo, oh, your mouth don't full of the chicken and them the dog. Oh, they are that. I say, yes. But I like a boy cool, it and happy me get me.
Check.
I can't see nothing else.
Man, they shake and somebody say, hey, what you doing? Too much come out, you say, shit.
Yeah, I tell you.
You see, I'm gonna just add more chicken, maybe not gonna taste as much, you know. Drink some water, put the sauce, dilute some liquor.
You should try to do me the barbecue sauce, boy. Tell you, boy.
So, where you at right now?
I'm till they want my outside.
Let's go watch 2 videos about some shit and they talk about it. Go back on Instagram. Now, a lot of people, right, like to underestimate animals. And the other day I saw a video and I was like, yeah, I need to stop underestimating animals. Because, like, I don't have any reason to underestimate them ever. Because every time we see animals on TV, it's just like, oh, they did something wild, and just like, yeah, that never happened to me. I'm fast. And you're like, no, you're not. Like, no, I'll climb a tree. I'm strong, or I'll do something. I'll fight. I'll punch it. I'll pretend I'm big or something, and they'll scare it off. I'm like, actually, if somebody did that to you, would you be scared? Imagine them right up here and go, rah! You'd be like, yeah. And I'm like, I think I can put in some good punch on you, sir. But with an animal, you can't. Not even a baby monkey you can protect yourself from because they're pure muscle. They don't have fat. They just have bones and muscles. And they will rip your hair off and separate your skin.
You know, John ever thump you?
Yeah. Just our muscle. So watch this video. Okay, now on the edit, nobody's gonna hear the noise because it sounds weird. So I'll just tell you that we're talking about a video of bears. 2 bears were just playing in the forest, and one of them turned aggressive, and the other one ran away and climbed up the tree with some speed that you've never seen somebody on an electrical post do. With gear. And the other one charged right behind of him, same speed, and he went as far up as he could, and then turned around in a way so he could still attack the one coming up, and the other one was like still trying to attack while he was climbing. And then the guy said, "If we fall from here, it might be dangerous. It's not worth it." And then the bear went backwards, go down. The same tree just climbed. Now, if me and Khalid were in that forest and we saw a bear, we go, rah, and it didn't work, and the bear still charged us, and we said, fuck, let's all climb this tree. One thing, we would not be able to climb the type of trees that are in the area. 2, if we managed to get like a couple feet off the ground, we dead. Because that's enough.
Well, I'm telling you that they charge up the liquor like an hour this week, boy. The ball just Yo, boy, how are they doing? Like American football training.
Boss, at any point in your life, did you ever say in your head, I could probably survive a bear encounter?
Nope.
I gotta tell you the truth, I was naive at one point. And I'm just like, if I see one, I'll probably get away. But bears run like 40 miles per hour or 30. You're like, yeah, but you have to catch up speed. Nah, man, it's like 0 to 40 in like a couple seconds or minutes or some shit. They're quick. Yeah, but they're too big and bulky. Nah, but bears are muscles. Yeah, cool, but I'll just swim. Bears are sick at swimming. I'll just climb. Bears are phenomenal at climbing. I'll jump off a cliff. I'm pretty sure the bear will survive if he goes after you.
Yep.
So it's just crazy. Like, and you think about it for monkeys, for hyenas, for lions. Do you know, Khalid? This might be a fun fact for everybody. That animals see a certain spectrum of color, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to the tiger, the reason why the tiger is orange and it's hard to spot by other animals is because they perceive it as being green.
Green.
Yeah. And in my head, I'm just like, when I saw certain hunters go out to hunt deer and they're wearing like the orange and so vest and so, I'm like, that's so stupid. Why don't they wear the camo? And because the deers and them still can't tell the difference between orange. They just wear green. Camouflage. I was like, how did nature tell the tigers, yeah, she was orange, my boy? How?
And that's why them are the baddest predator for the jungle.
But the thing is, no, were tigers at some point black like leopards? Were they green? And the evolution just said, hey, these colors not working. Let's try red, let's try pink, let's try orange. How?
And the thing is, no, if there be any other color, no animal would get catch or kill easy, The food chain would just half balance.
Yeah, and cats, no matter where you put cats are always the dominant creature. Unless you put them in charge of a hippo. For some reason, they're the most dangerous. No, this next video is way more interesting.
Have you ever heard the phrase, they don't make them like they used to?
Oh, tell me about it, brother.
Well, there's a reason why.
Why?
It's called the planned obsolescence, and it's crazy. Let's go back into history. So back in 1924 in Geneva, Switzerland, a group of elites met together. Do you know who these elites were?
White men?
Nope, not all of them. I mean, there were some.
Yeah, okay.
They're all the CEOs of these light bulb corporations.
Okay.
And they said, our light bulbs last too long.
They're too good!
And so from that meeting, they came up with a term which they called themselves the Phoebus Cartel.
Phoebus?
Phoebus is the god of light.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
They had a bunch of ideas.
But they all agreed, all shook on it. Let's cut this in half. Make
Deal.
our light bulbs worse. And in fact, they all had to send their light bulbs to get tested. And if it went over 1,000 hours, that company was fine. Because they all are like, we need to make crappier products to sell more.
Yeah.
And that term, planned obsolescence, was adopted to basically everything now. General Motors are going to make our cars not run as long. So they're going to replace metal with plastic. And so screws, fastener of some sort that will wear out over time. And that's basically applied to every single product now.
Isn't there a light that's been on for like almost 100 years?
It's yeah, I looked at it. It's called the Centennial Light, and it's been on since 1901.
They're ripping us off!
Now, this video clip was taken from a podcast called Ninjas Are Butterflies. Just giving them the recognition. No, that's wild, Khalid. Because we knew, like, back in the day when them mans made cars, the cars could go into a fender bender and still walk out like, oh shit, my car's not damaged. The most happened is the bumper fell off. But then they make cars today so that, like, the engine could, like, dislocate from the vehicle itself. Because, like, that's carrying most of the power, most of the force, most of whatever. So if you get into, like, if you look at it, like, most cars, when they get into an accident, the engine come back into the seat to them. But they built it in a type of way that if you get into a certain type of accident, the engine will get flung away and the car don't get dragged with it or some shit like that. But my thing is, who really be signing up for this? Because I always want to know, why buy like an inferior product when you knew they used to make something better? Like, let's put it for our instance, Lay's. Lay's used to fill the bag with chips, and now they give us more ear than chips. And you could say, it's just because the robot machine that bagged them. Yeah, but that's easily changed by settings. Easily. They just save more money selling you the same thing for the same price. And then they up the prices. It's like capitalism really just messing up people.
True. But listen, but I just thought them they watch a video now on what's it TV? I think it's TV. And this man, when they he make some kind of chips, right? Some kind of chips, and the other man come and shake the bag, and like, boy, this you need, like, you try with and vast. At the time, the price of it was like 5 cents, 5 cents a bag, or 2 cents a bag, something like that. And Mr. Boy, 2 cents a bag. I Mr. Boy back then, 2 cents was a really good boy. You know what I mean? And then the man go and them inspect. Dog, that chips they left from, you can imagine what chips left from 2 cents a bag, dog. So the man, all the man do must sprinkle some sugar upon the chips. Give them a different flavor. And how skyrocket that chips they go. And look on chips today.
Hey, that's when you get into the marketing side. The product was, they had a demand.
Tell you, man. Like, but me just remember the times when my old lady tell me, boy, she just go Miss Welch with a 10-cent dog. 2 halfpenny. When I say 2 halfpenny and dime and nickel, wherever it else be. When you just hear old lady say, boy, 2 halfpenny, I get you frozen joy.
Yeah, boss, I can't say them again for $1 now.
Yo, frozen joy, a leftover juice, a Kool-Aid juice making to the ice tray now. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, man, that is amazing, dog. Because when one time my old man make some custard frozen joy, some leftover porridge, and you just freeze it. And I'm like, this is why they pay for dog. I don't swear, run down the road and spend I hate me to forget some frozen joy. That no, I would never think they didn't make them so easy. I have to pay for them because how I did it, man. The more they just go Miss Welch, you will get figured. You just they spend $5 for you get on bread and you get on fruit bag, your bread and cheese and fruit bag, and then a 10 cent I get you one little juice with bread and cheese or bread and butter and boy.
Yeah, boy, it's shocking now, but I probably only shocking me this much because I don't understand money as well as other people.
Probably.
Yeah.
Right.
Because in my head I'm just like, I know things have to increase, but it's a way where it's a domino effect that necessarily, like, you didn't have to move the wheel, but somebody somewhere wanted more money to get something else that they didn't have, and asked for more money. Then that person said, fine, I'll give you the more money, but now I got to recuperate that loss that I just, you know what I mean? So now I'm gonna up the price for something, and then somebody will say, hey, why you just up the price on that for? That mean he get more money for selling it for the same product for more money, and I'm also selling it, so I'm gonna match him. Then they carry up their price, and then everybody was like, oh, so eggs cost $2 now, bet. So now everybody eggs cost $2 are no longer 50 cents. You know what I mean? And then now the man who was struggling to buy the eggs and got the raise, and he could afford it for a second, now he need another raise.
Right.
So when I look at it like that, I'm just like, how do you have a society where everybody gets? Because you would think that, like, okay, some place like where it's run by an overlord or a dictator who determines like what everything is, it would be equality in some sense. But I don't think so. Because now you take away everybody's freedom. It's like, okay, I don't want to get into that fucking politics of it. It's just, I don't understand why it has to climb and why everybody has to follow suit. Because, like, at what point would everybody be content and not want more? Because, like, if you took care of everybody housing, everybody, like, all right, you have your own house, you're not paying ridiculous rent, like, you just have to pay for your food, you don't have to pay, like, I guess it's crazy because I can't even think of how that will possibly work. But if you take care of your food, your housing, electrical, and water, everything else is on you. And then that's just luxuries. Anything else that you need outside of these things is a luxury. And if you want it, then you work hard for it. But you know you'll never be broke, hungry, or in a horrible position to suffer because.
Right.
You know what I mean? Cause so like if everybody had all those taken care of and they were making, I guess, income that was the same across all the board, right? When somebody said, "Oh, I want to go to this thing," I don't have the money. Yeah, I didn't have the money either, but I was saving up for 4 weeks while you were partying and I was home. I understand why you get to go, you know? But it still come down to who gonna get all that money at the top.
Right.
Is the government getting all that money and then what they putting it into? Putting up more infrastructure so we don't have to pay that much for like living. Because then I'm assuming people have more kids. They have to educate these kids.
Right. Oh, you're playing another video? Oh.
You heard something?
Yeah.
Wait here.
Like on water job.
Oh, okay, that's a notification. But I don't know. I probably might scrap all this talk now since I'm just gibbering and jabbering. But yeah, I'll click another video.
Okay.
Only time we believe that there's no races at play is when black people are involved.
Of course.
White people will never join black people to advance black interests. It doesn't happen, will never happen. That's why we've never been compensated for slavery, colonialism. That's why South Africa never got reparations after this crime against humanity that is acknowledged by everybody of apartheid. Yet the Jews were given 140 billion ever since the Second World War, just for 5 years of oppression. So that goes to show you that white people will stand with white people. The only dumb creature on earth that will stand with animals that are not related to it in order to subjugate their own people are black people. And they don't learn from history.
But you realize
but they don't learn from history, because when our chiefs sold fellow Africans into slavery, they thought that they were benefiting until the European realized how stupid we are and colonized us on our own continent and colonized those chiefs as well, who lost everything that they had made. Only time we...
Thoughts?
Well, that's why I still had this mentality called crab in a barrel mentality. Because when a black man try to rise, he try to fight it down. But then when I look on the other side, like, and I have to say, like, the universe might not bring some bad investors and something make white people fail, you catch me? But then usually a white people with a white person and another white person is doing business. Them look, the first thing they look on are how far the business can go. You know what I mean? And them man go push that business this straight through. You know what I mean? And become millionaires together. But from the time this man, one black man say, okay, boy, me just invest 50,000 and he only invest 25. You know what I mean? Like the man might invest 25, but he might bring other things to the table, you know what I mean? So now because you invest, you know, you start saying, oh, me should get more. Instead of looking at it and saying, boy, equal and we grow our business. You know what I mean? You know, one upon the same pay level as the next black man. So you start bad mind the thing, and there where a lot of black businesses fail. Now, the part when you say the chief and them in they sell the black people, that is real. That is just basically human trafficking. I'm gonna believe there where you start from.
Yeah, because like even though they came over and like stole Africans from Africa, they had some people who were doing business. So yeah, they had to have somebody who's like, oh, this is an opportunity. Because like, okay, if you think about it, right? When China wanted to help Antigua, you know what they did? They said, oh, you all have a thing y'all want to get built? I'll build it.
Yeah.
Free. Right? And you're like, whoa, word? I'm like, yeah, we'll get our own workers to work on it. And when it's finished, just give them some lodging. It's like, I bet. And then when they have another project, they say, hey, I can pay for this for you. Just let us do the same thing we did last time. Just send some people over to work on it. They don't use the same old people that were there before now. New people.
No, they are send new people.
So maybe the chief was saying things tough over here. Them mans have education. Them mans have, you know, knowledge. If I send my people over there to work their fields, when they done work, when they done work, they're gonna be free to now live their life. But then people say, wait, is it fucking free work? It's like they're gonna start. Like, it's not like if it was other white people, because if it was other white people, right, they could easily escape and blend in with other society. But
Right.
they're black, so it's easy to spot them. So you have to say like, oh, any black person you see is a worker. They're nothing more than a worker. No matter if you see them and they're workers. So that's easy to segregate them and say that they're slaves. Because then nobody gonna help them. Because they already know that they're the help. So it was easier for them to be like, you're far away from home and everybody over here is white. You're never
Right.
getting away. I just brought you to a prison, a wide open prison. So I can't wrong the chief and them for not knowing what was going to happen, because they just thought that, look, I'm gonna send y'all over here to bet y'all lives. And then the man then come back with more boats and they say, hey, y'all gonna take everybody off our continent, because like we're not in a situation where we overpopulate and having it bad. Like we surviving now. We good. We getting money. We buying shit. We building shit. What y'all doing? And the man's like, hey, no. And then just took those guys.
But that's what I'm missing about. Look for how them Chinese they just start out so simple. They just run a little, them boys are scamming a go on a long time now. Scamming not just a no thing, no. Scamming a go on for a long time, dog. Look for how them man just scam their way into the country. And the thing is, no, they start out to live uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
In their huts
All
and
of them,
so.
you know, all
Bring
of
up their shanty.
tell you boss, all of them in a one little spot. You know what I mean? Cause you never go to some Chinese restaurant and I can see right in the bedroom.
Boss, and that's what I'm saying. Those people sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even hate the play. I can't even hate the game. They had a vision in mind, and they say any means necessary. We getting out of a predicament.
Right.
I rate it. And I
And the
can't.
thing is, I believe them people that they left in the island of them for colonize and grow. Me have feeling them same people they still keep in contact with the head leaders and them now.
Boss, once you're working with the Chinese government, yeah, I was in league. Like
Tell you.
my brother was telling me yesterday, the Chinese government, right, the embassy have one of the biggest buildings on the island. We can never take back that piece of land because that's Chinese. That's Chinese country in our country. That's why it's the embassy. If we
Now they
dare,
over by close by Blue Water side, I think.
if we dare go on that compound by accident, we trespassing to China. If you want our land back, we have to go to war with the whole of China. That's what embassy is.
Yeah, me drive around that place right and tell you, me not like.
And where do you think
Thank
Americans left?
Boy.
You think? Just imagine if China brought the embassy in Antigua, America left the embassy in Antigua, Canada had an embassy in Antigua, Russia had an embassy in Antigua. Where Antiguans gonna live? Got there beef between a power struggle.
Exactly.
Espionage. Somebody gonna hire some Antiguans from America, say, go do some damage in China. China do the same thing. Every Antiguan in there, they shoot each other because we're working for a government that's not ours.
And the thing is, and then we use that one people no sorry. Yeah, so we just stop. They just dead out.
Let's kill up each other. Violence. I'm gonna be a proxy war for nations. That kind of sick, actually. You know how much money people could get if they commit. Like, I'm just thinking about it right now, though. Like, if the government tell me, I need you to go over there and steal something and kill a man. Once that job done, I get bare money. It no matter who come after me and kill me.
Yeah.
And then they go pay me extra to be a double agent, bro. I want to get into espionage.
But me just find really some strong people in there because you can imagine you going for war, right? Probably kind of off topic, but you going for war and you jump out of a fetching plane, land directly in the enemy territory, dog, and be if you're the baddest man. I run out and no, them man catch you and just start torture you, dog. But you think any amount of money can fix you?
Boy. Ain't God trust.
You can imagine them torture you they endure, dog. Maybe some barbed wire over your back. Maybe some man a try to put something up in you. You know what I mean? And you endure that if you go back for the tell for a story that then can go make a fetching movie after. Yeah, you're gonna get pay money in the dog, but You can imagine the mental trauma you go through, dog. Every night you shut prayer, you just see enemy lines. I run for your dog.
I'm just thinking about how unlucky I would be in the face of bullets.
What?
Boss, I'm shattable now. I'm just look shattable. If I had a gun and I was passing the mirror and I saw my reflection, I'd be like, I could shoot you.
Yeah. Wow.
I just look shootable. That's why I don't play with people with guns. Because they're just like, hey, I feel like you could take a bullet. Hear this. Okay, this is going to be the last video I play on the Insta.
While I was working for a supermarket chain, I won't say which one in case they sue me for defamation, but I worked for a supermarket chain, and I remember in the briefing room, one of the managers, I don't know if you're supposed to say this, but he was like, a lot of the times they pay companies to make their own brand items. Do you get it? So for example, you might find that the cornflakes wasn't made, let's say the supermarket own brand cornflakes isn't obviously made by the supermarket.
So they pay a company
they pay the company to make the cornflakes, and that company may be the same company that makes your favorite brand of cereal. Do you get it? So we get brought in by brands. For example,
so don't write off those cheaper brands, basically.
Exactly. For example, milk formula. Everybody is kind of not everybody, but a lot of parents love that. No, let's not talk the brands. I don't want to get sued, but a lot of parents go for the big brands when it comes to baby formula. But by law, all baby formula is the same. You understand? You cannot put in or you cannot remove any ingredient from baby formula. So which means better off buying the own brand supermarket baby formula. But a lot of people, because marketing is such a powerful tool,
100%,
you know, that we're brought in by these brands, but you actually don't need to. So what I've changed a lot in my shopping now is like, when I'm going shopping, I will buy own brand spaghetti, own brand bread, because it's all the same.
Yeah, but
yes, don't get me wrong. There might be times where extra special, you can taste that parmesan, or you can taste that.
Yeah, so this video clip is from, in my opinion, podcast in the UK. Just so y'all know. But isn't that kind of crazy? Because, like, marketing and the brand name, like, we all know brand name is everything. Like, that's why we're going to buy Apple. That's why we're going to buy Nike and Adidas and Jordans. That's why people buy Louis Vuitton and Gucci. Brand name. Same cloth, same fabric, same high-end shit. Price different because...
But, let get me wrong now. Sometimes,
it tastes different.
It tastes different there. Because if you go buy one Kellogg's Frosted Flakes and then you go buy one store brand Frosted Flakes, like the corn in the green, in the fetching green, the corn flakes, that everything was different, boss.
Yeah, but what he's saying is, in order for it to pass, like for the baby formula he made it, in particular, some people might make a set of baby formulas, right? But they have to go through like testing with the FCC to make sure that whatever they be, right? To test the food to make sure it's whatever. So they probably have a certain amount of patterns. So if you have like a vegan baby food and another one, those are like the few.
They go part of the same pattern.
Yeah.
Right.
So if they have 3 patterns, that's the 3 patterns you have to, you know, build your shit on. So if you're gonna add some sugar to it, cool, but you can't go in and take out some shit.
Right.
Because then you have to do a whole bunch of testing. It's like follow the formula that works. And maybe you can add something to it to make it different.
And the thing is now, because our company support another company, they get a discount. So as you say, maybe Publix or Walmart might tell Kellogg's to make a cornflakes to them. You know what I mean? So I might go in and say, Kellogg's just freaking $7 because them they know we can also do for them their own products and them they want to make a profit. You catch me? And because I'm brand. Yeah, name, but then Walmart that basically having the same thing as Kellogg's, and Kellogg's make them for them. And the same thing you buy, just that Walmart now can put a discount for them because them they get a discount and the price can cheaper. You know what I mean? So instead of go buy the Kellogg's, you look and say, boy, we can get the store brand for $3 less. You can turn up their account and pay for like a while now, but you might as well say, boy, this is the amount of money I have. The store brand can cut it. And that's why sometimes a lot of then just don't test, whereas then just put cheap wine in an expensive bottle.
And people don't know the fucking difference.
Don't know the difference. Don't know the difference there. And that's why sometimes like somebody will sit down, communicate all the different expensive wine I go drink that. Me will sit down and drink on 4th Street one birds and bees and car. Me till all of them basically having the same amount of
Same.
alcohol
At the end of the
and
day, the
everything.
only thing
You
you
know
care
what I
about
mean?
are the alcohol content.
Right.
Everything
You know
else
what I
is
mean?
flavoring.
And me can tell you, you might go drink a Carl Rosé and then the friggin' birds and bees red wine friggin' knock you better
You know
than
what
the Carl Rosé. Yeah, good.
I want to do is I hear somebody saying that like if you put certain alcohol through a Brita filter, it'll filter all the flavors and stuff and just leave you with pure alcohol with no smell and no taste. And I'm like, whoa, how that even work? So you're just getting straight alcohol that tasteless and you're getting the full hit. And I'm like, but what that really do to you though? Because something seem off. You know what I mean?
You're right.
Because like if you could do that all the time, why not just get a nice flavor that smells good, that tastes good, and then just add the alcohol content? Like vodka is made out of potatoes or some shit. I don't think so. But but if you can get the most potent shit and then give it a taste that excite the senses, why not do that?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I get it too, because like wine connoisseurs and stuff like that, they be like, I can smell the seasoning. This is a 12-year-old rum. I can smell it, the oak. That the rum was in the barrel. I can tell you what fuels it was using and what grapes. Actually, Khalid, you ever taste wine grapes? They're not the same regular grapes that we always thought. Wine grapes are sweet and they have a sourness and a tang to it. Bro, look, I was just shitting them like a couple seconds ago. Them wine connoisseurs. But like I feel like if you had wine grapes, it'll change your whole perception of wine and grapes. I don't even want regular grapes anymore.
Jeez.
Bro, they're sick.
Yeah, I just started there, right? Whenever there's accustomed to eat green grapes, right? And
that's wild.
The spoon, yeah, like
some kind of racist, Khalid.
No, that. I just, you know, your parents when they go shopping, they were accustomed to the green one, so they buy the regular purple grapes.
When we used to go woods, we used to teeth grape. Green, purplish one.
We just straight for them, boy.
I mean,
and
what do?
My sister, the other day, my sister say, you ever just go in a store and taste the grape? Right now, we straight for do that.
They have to be sour or sweet.
But feel my teeth, dog. And sometimes you go buy some grape now, and people don't pick out.
Pick out. You say, I bet I'll show you something.
But one time, when we did work, they call the place Horizon, right? But when I have to pack 2 pounds of grape and so sometimes you don't take off. You know, you pick off and the man just like, boy, me get near my TV is 2 pounds. So yo, everybody pass and you just get a little piece. Everybody get on 2 grape and yam. Oh, what did you, hey. You talk when they send it upstairs, dog, and tell you, yo, get Miranda wants 5 pounds of white chocolate. How are you joking? Before you left up there, you done yam a pound. Just then nibble.
It's tough.
Yeah. But the thing is again, me always want to find out what the difference between how they come up with seedless grapes.
I think I think it comes down to like the genetics part, because like so it's like, okay, I know not all plants need to grow by the seed, so they can like always splice them, and it comes down like selective breeding. So it's like this one had less seeds, so they do it again, and then the next one have less seeds, and then they do it again. So they have a blend that only produce seedless stuff. But when they do that, because I know they do it for tomatoes, like tomatoes, whatever. I know right now you can't really grow.
They have seedless tomatoes.
Yeah, they do. And
what do you ask?
You're trying to figure out like, so how the hell do you even grow them? So they have a set of genetic seeds that they can plant. You have to buy it from them and they sell it to you, and then you plant it. And then when it grows, you can't use the seeds now, because those seeds won't work if they come with any. But they most likely won't come with any. So then you have to always go back to them to get
seed.
Yes. So it's like a business thing again. how to get them to like not cut out meat. Because at the end of the day, if you're selling crops that use seed, you just have to buy the initial investment, go do your thing, and then collect the seeds from that, and then now you can sustain yourself. But if you always have to go back, then you have a problem, which science just gonna mess her up, dog, in the long run.
True. But I just like the other day, me see, I'm going to public, so I say, boy, I want to eat some oranges. And bars, because I see so much of seedless stuff, dog, I'm like, yo, what do you even eat? But when me look at me see seedless orange, I say, how? I just want to eat them, but I like my chump down for some seedless green grapes, right? So my rest, them, they good and nice. So the seedless stuff do really make him plenty of sense. You just need to taste some seedless watermelon.
Khalid.
Yo.
Let's start car back later. When Naz come back, I'm gonna go settle some stuff in the kitchen. I'm gonna have to make a few phone calls.
So like, what do you think?
Yeah, get home safe.
Yeah, man, I'm going safe, man.
Darling, 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 please stop.